You
Hey,
said that
hey.
but I'm like, it is. Who is it?
No, because I guess that means that we live when the doorbell comes on.
Right. Hey, guys.
We are live, guys. We was having some technical difficulties, so don't mind us. But we live and we here, and yes. I'm always looking forward to opinions.
Exactly. Welcome, Elisa. Guys. Welcome. Happy Sunday. Check out my co-host out. Come on, model for them.
Okay, do you see this is considered high-end chic.
High-end what?
High-end chic.
Yes.
Okay, wait, do you check out the Chanel?
Oh.
Check out my $10,000 pieces. Okay, the Chanel, yes, baby.
Matisah for them.
Do you see the half here?
Yes. You look amazing. I love that orange.
And so do you.
Tangerine orange?
Excuse me?
It's like a tangerine orange.
Yes, that's what it is, girl. Yes.
You look amazing. Per usual. I think some of our viewers come on just to see what the hell you gonna have on Sunday. Like, yo, we knew she had the butterflies. What was the sunflowers in her hair last week? Let's see what she popping off with this Sunday.
Yes.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We see our chat room about to. Hi, Danny girl. Hi, mom. Coming into our chat room. Welcome. We thank you for all of the subscribers who's been coming out, viewing, leaving comments. We appreciate you guys.
Okay, wait, you didn't say your name.
This is Opinions, and I am Ebony Njcole. She is
Elisa Matisah.
You a mess. So yeah, how was your weekend? How was your weekend so far?
My weekend's been pretty good. Like, I feel like, like I said, I feel like I'm so busy. Like, I was talking to my girlfriend the other day, and then, she be having her, because, a lot of people are not as good within this pandemic. It's like they feeling like, the world is closed, especially if you're single. It's like you by yourself. It becomes like the walls are closing in on you.
Yeah.
But I feel like I feel like the time goes by so fast because, I'm working remotely. So that's really, I still got to put in 8 hours a day, like as if I'm at work. It's just, I really only got like an hour difference because I'm not commuting, but I still got to sign off. So I'm putting in the 8 hours, I got to sign off. So it's really the same thing. Yeah. But I feel like it's more convenient now because I'm home doing it. So I could do things as I'm working.
Right.
So I feel like I'm always like sewing, I'm gardening. I'm like, I just feel like I'm perfecting
that you wasn't able to do while you were out working, right?
Yeah, like all of this stuff that I'm doing now, like I would not have been putting in the work in my backyard. Like I went to ShopRite and, standing on the line outside now, because you can't just go in ShopRite now. You got to stand on the line. So it's just like, I'm see all these plants and stuff. So the lady that's like regulating, the security lady, she's like telling me about the gardening, and she's like, you should buy these plants. They're great for outside. You just prop them in the ground, in the soil, you good. So I bought like a bunch of little plants. So I was planting them outside.
All right, Gardener. Come on.
Yes.
Come on, Gardener. Come on.
And it's looking like something now. And I got some new neighbors.
Took a picture to show the viewers and me, like what you've been doing with the garden. How about your vegetables and your...
Well, yes, I planted those. I planted some strawberries. I'm starting out with strawberries because I think those are the easiest right now. And then they just need a lot of sun. So I'm like, I planted them around because the sun is always shining over here, but I don't know like what's the brightest because it looks bright all day. And I can't stand outside to see. My father's like, you got to figure out what side is getting the most light. You got to get 8 hours straight for strawberries.
Right.
So I just planted them around. I'm hoping for the best, but it's looking good. I planted it like 2 weeks ago, so it's not dead. So that's a good thing.
Yeah, you got.
And I got two neighbors on the side of me. One, I don't know, but I was outside today walking the dogs, and I made sure I introduced myself because he's Mexican, and let me tell you.
Oh God, here we go. Here we go.
Let me tell you something. I love Mexicans. I don't know if that's racist to say, but I just feel like they are very hard workers. And he was out in the front of his yard. He moved in like a couple of weeks ago. And I'm telling you now, he just from a couple of weeks, he got steps. He got a garden. He got mad stuff.
They don't be playing. They get the job done.
I walked past with the dogs and I was like, huh?
Did you get his number?
You know I was. So I went there with the dogs and I made myself known. I was like, hey, I was like, I'm your new neighbor. Are you a contractor? And
only you.
So he was like, no, I'm a good handyman. I was like, yeah. I was like, a handyman right next door to me.
So you say he just moved in?
Yes.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So we introduced ourselves. His name is Alejandro, Alejandre, but whatever. Like I said, I'm gonna wait and
keep him on speed dial because I might need him.
Exactly, I'm telling you.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yes.
Good stuff.
And what about you?
This weekend, the business. I worked all weekend. I overbooked with orders, and I was just going crazy like a chicken with its head cut off. But I'm grateful, especially in this time, in this pandemic, some businesses are shut down. Mm-hmm. So I'm good that, people are calling in, placing orders, and I'm busy. I'm grateful. So
tell me what you would do, like pre-pandemic and while we in the pandemic, like what have you learned that you're going to take into post-pandemic?
Just to move accordingly. Even if something comes up or arise, like you still have room to do what you're supposed to do. You still got room to accomplish stuff. You still got room to make things happen. Just because we in a pandemic, a lot of people are just sitting around like, when is this going to be over? No, keep it going, keep it moving. You can benefit really, and in some ways, like people with businesses, like I said before, or hobbies, start doing, like, make revenue while you sitting around home, working remotely. And so that's what I'm gonna take. Even in the midst of destruction, keep it moving, keep motivating. Don't stop. I can't sit still. I'm
the same way. And that's what I was talking about my girlfriend. She was like, everybody's not like you. Like, they not like doing stuff, sewing and gardening and stuff. Some people feel like the world is ending. So, I mean, I get it, but I just think you got to take yourself outside of that mindset and kind of focus on the positive. But I think what I'm going to take, the couple of things that I like about within the pandemic, I'm definitely going to take Zoom with us into post-pandemic.
Absolutely.
We're going to definitely be doing Fridays, Saturday nights. We're going to have some cocktail parties.
Exactly. I think Zoom, I think a lot of people are going to incorporate Zoom now. No, we don't got to meet up. Let's Zoom each other.
Exactly.
I'm saving my coffee. I'm saving my toll. Let's Zoom. I'm telling you.
That's when you just get, yes, and then you just get dressed from the waist up, and then you don't got to put in, like, you just chilling.
What I got on right now, I got my pajama pants on. Okay.
Exactly. And can I just say, Omar just said what I said. Do you see?
Omar said.
He said, Ebony, your lighting is on point. I'm telling you.
Thank you, Omar. He always makes sure I'm good. He said, look at Brick House looking good. Don't she look good with her tangerine? Yes, hunty.
Thank you, guys.
So good stuff. So you want to go into the biggest story out right now?
Well, no, we got to thank the subscribers.
Absolutely. We thank the subscribers, all you guys who've been hitting that like button, leaving comments, sharing, telling a friend, telling a friend. And we thank you. We thank you so much who always come in and tune. You know what I was thinking? We got to give our chat room a name.
I know, that's very true.
You know what I'm saying? We got to come up with a chat. Everybody in the chat room, if we need to come up with a name for our people that always in our chat room.
And that's dedicated, like my mom, Omar, Danielle.
Exactly. If you guys have a good name for you guys that's in the chat, send it to us. So we're going to make our decision next Sunday.
Yes, definitely.
What's his name? What's the guy's star? What's his chat room name for his people? My babies,
the hood rat babies,
no, not
the troll babies. Troll babies.
Yes, that's
a ratchet name though. We gotta come up with something better.
We don't have a good name for our chat people. We're gonna think about it. Y'all chime in if you have some good names for you guys. And we're gonna have a chat room with the name. Hey, I'm gonna get a good name.
Yes.
I'm gonna come up with a good name.
Okay, so our podcast, which we going into what, 4 months now?
Yep, 4 months.
Okay, so tell me. Okay, so we doing this, me, you, friends, for how long?
We've been doing it for 4 months now.
No, I'm talking about our friendship.
Oh, excuse me, our friendship. Woo. Over what? 15 years, maybe? Right?
I know, right? Like I think from 2005, 2006, around that time.
Yeah, a long time.
Yes.
So you like my sister that get on my nerves, and you know what I'm saying, and we start talking a long time. But yeah, we've been friends for a long time. Yeah, absolutely.
I know. Huh?
What's the question?
Well, the question is, me and you doing this podcast, like it's an evolution of our friendship. Like when we first met up until now, because when we first started out with this podcast, we talked about our friendship, but we didn't have that many subscribers.
Right. Oh, that's true.
So now we got subscribers. So we got to just kind of revisit that conversation that we had for the first episode. So it's kind of like, just us coming together, and it's like, why, like, how do we come together? Like, as far as like our podcast, our friendship, like,
why us? Why not none of your friends or none of my friends? Why me and you? So why?
Do you want to start first?
Why are you laughing? So I'm gonna just be brief. Me and Elisa knew each other again for over 15 years, and we met at work, at our workplace. And as soon as we met, we worked in a law firm. As soon as we met, we kind of like clicked. We gelled. And she was funny, she would, crack jokes. We just gelled, and it was like organic. After a few years later, we remained friends, and our friendship blossomed.
Yes.
So I think for the podcast, it only makes sense that for me, I think I have like my best friend in Philly. Why wouldn't I do with her? Is this a connection you have with somebody that you bounce off that you can't do with everybody else?
You know what I'm saying? I think me too. That's what I say. I feel like every friend has like their strong points. Every friend has like, the connection that connects you to each other.
Right. So I think that when you asked, I was already in the midst of wanting to do a podcast, like I told you before. It was supposed to be me and my cousin. So I was already in that path on starting a podcast. So when you brought it to me, I was like, wow, this makes sense. Like, she crazy. She's independent. She's smart. She got her shit together. You know what I'm saying? She's a business owner. Like, all these things, all of these good that we can bring to the table and share with our viewers. I thought it would be dope. And then we just funny as hell. We crack up. Like, I think we balance each other. Yes. I always say, you my storm. I'm the quiet, the
quiet storm.
And it just works. It works. You know what I'm saying? We're not perfect. Me and you, we know we sometimes ain't, but at the end of the day, we know how to communicate. We know how to be like, I eat, or you be like, all right, eat. And then we just come to a medium. And it's like, let's make this happen. Because really the podcast is really about the people, not us. We want to serve. And it's about us too, because our viewers give us that fuel too. They motivate us, they encourage us, they support us. So I think it's very important when you're doing a podcast or anything, you have to find somebody that you gel with, that's going to push you, that's going to support you, loyal. And even we're still learning.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? And I just thank God for our journey. And hopefully somebody out there through our podcasters will be blessed, that be encouraged, would laugh.
Absolutely.
That comes on to see you wearing your beautiful, you know what I'm saying? Just push them to do great things. And so that's why I chose you. You chose me, but I was like, I accept.
Yes.
Why are you laughing?
No, because the way you say I chose, no, but that's a good ending, because then it's
I accepted.
I know. So now I can go on and say why I chose you, but just the way you phrased it,
So you tell me, E, why me? Why did you come to me and ask me?
Because I feel like with you, I just feel like I know what kind of connections I have with my friends. Like, what's like their strong points. What's like points that you can't like do certain things. Like, I just think all of your friends serve a purpose and a connection that you all can gel together.
Right.
Like, and I just feel like with me and you, like, I know, like, if it's something that I could bring to you, like, I just know you're a go-getter. And I just know, like, when it comes to certain things, like, just talking to you, like, I know, like, I can be myself around you. I can accept you, not judge you. And you do the same for me. And we don't argue about it. Like, like you said, I can get on your nerves, but you're not going to bring it to another level and be like, why the F you being like that? What's wrong? Like, you don't ever get serious with me because know my personality. Yeah. I just think knowing each other's personality it's like it just becomes so easy to gel and connect. And so then true. Just with that being able to connect, it's like you can have easygoing conversation. We can talk about worldly things, or we can talk about personal things, and we're not going to judge each other. It's never going to turn into a conflict or argument where we're not speaking or we're not understanding each other. I just think like to have that dynamic can be hard to have. Because you know, with certain people, like we all have our different friends and different personalities, but there's some things you know you ain't gonna touch on with them, or you can't talk. Like I know I can talk to you about whatever, and you never gonna be like, I'm never gonna feel like, damn, I shouldn't have never said that to her. Like, ugh, like, cause she ain't gonna take it right. Like I know I can just be myself, and it's just like, come on, let's go. And then you always be like, let's go. Like you be down with it. Like when I called you, and I was like, listen, my brother got his podcast up. He got the tools. He got, and you know, he live in another state.
I know.
And then you like, let's go. What? Like, I'm like, take out your calendar. Let's go. So I know you on that. Let's get it.
He was on it.
So it's like me and you got that motivation for each other. Like because if it's somebody else I would have brought it to, like, come on, I'm thinking about starting a podcast. Some people may just be like they're not going to be like sucking their teeth, but they don't give you that oomph, that motivation to call them back and be like, okay, you ready? Like, I know I could call you back and I say, you ready? And you're going to be ready. Like some people just be on some, okay, like you need that excitement.
Right.
And I know you got that.
To motivate each other. Cause sometimes it'll be like a, you know, but you need that friend to be like, let's go. Let's get it.
And that's how you are. Like, I'll be like, listen, I think we should do the podcast now. Let's go to my brother's house next weekend. Or get out your calendar. Let's go. Like, give me a date. It's good.
Like, get out your calendar. I was like, all right, damn.
That's what I'm saying. And you getting out your calendar. You ain't on some, well, I got to call you back. And then you never call back. You always get back to me like, I got this date open. Let's do it. And then when the date comes, you doing it. So, you know, certain people don't have that determination and motivation.
Right.
I just feel like we got that. Beside the motivation and determination, we got the dynamics to get things, to make things
happen.
Yes. And to have a smooth interaction.
Yes. I love it. It's so hard to come across that. So I appreciate you.
I appreciate you too, girl.
I love you. All of that. Okay. All that mushy stuff. Back to business.
Yes. Back to it.
So, let's talk about Ahmaud. Am I pronounce his name? Ahmaud Arbery.
Yes.
One of the biggest stories that's out right now. He was shot and gunned down. I think it was like 2 months now. 2 months ago. 2 months, right?
It was in February, yes. Mid-February.
Where two white guys shot and killed him. He was jogging in a park, minding his business, and was murdered. I still can't believe and don't understand, why did it take 2 months for them two men to be arrested? What is your thoughts on this story? Like when you first heard about it, were you like, what? You know?
I feel like it's so funny. Like, I just feel like it makes me feel a ways. Like a lot of times I'll see it on my timeline. And I don't even like when the story first breaks, I do not look at it. Because I feel like it does something to my spirit. So I'll avoid it. Because it's like, I don't want to read this right now and think about being Black in America. Because sometimes you just want to, you want to forget like how we oppress. You want to forget about the racism. Yeah. So a lot of times I'll scroll past it, but then it's just like, it's hitting the media. It's like, you can't escape it.
Right.
Like, so now it's like, I gotta look at it. So I just feel like, it makes me feel like how I felt when I was a kid. Like, I feel like I was watching Netflix yesterday, and they had the Bernard Getz story on there, and they have the the Diallo story on there.
Okay. And
I just feel like I started watching it, but because you know Netflix, it'll just keep playing whatever you start playing with. So I started playing something. I forgot what it was. The Sally, but anyway, it's about a killing. So after that, other stuff started coming on, but it was basically like, it's almost like things never changed. They haven't improved from the 1980s, 1970s. Is that
crazy?
The stories that's on Netflix, like the Bernard Getz story, and
years ago, right?
Ahmaud Diallo story, huh?
That was years ago.
It was in like 1983, 84. Like that story, like, is almost like they pulled it out of the headlines today. Because it's almost like it's still the same scenario. Bernard Getz shot up 4 black guys on a train. And then they went to trial like usual, and then he was found innocent. But it's the same thing that's happening today with the cops and with murderers that kill innocent blacks. Like, it's like, what has changed since then? Nothing. And I just feel like with the story with Ahmaud, Ahmaud Arbery.
I think it's Ahmaud Arbery.
I just think that happened in the South, and in the South, I just think that's the most racist, the most racist states over there. They're Republicans. Like, I always say they plantation owners.
Well, in Georgia, they have the citizen arrest law down there.
Yeah.
And I don't know if they felt like, I know I think the father is an ex-police officer. I don't know what made them think that they were on duty that day if you did not see a crime. Now, the law is if you see a crime going on, committed, not what you thought happened last week, or the guy who looks, familiar from somebody showing you a picture of, the house is being robbed, but a crime actually happened. No, y'all went and followed this man, didn't have no evidence, and killed him.
And covered it up. And you know why they came out with the video?
Call 911. That's what I'm saying. Why do you bring this to the police? What happened to 911?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. And
that's why I'm confused.
Well, I think, because, I start delving deep into these stories. That's why I be trying to avoid it, because I feel like I delve too deep into it. But the reason why they came out with it happened in February and they came out with it now is the same thing. This story is so similar to Trayvon Martin. It's not even funny. Like, it's very...
So why they said they waited so long? I thought I heard they said because of the coronavirus was going on. Oh, so what? That's what I heard. What? Why?
Well, when it first happened, the cops covered it up because there was no video when it first happened in February. They didn't have the video.
Right. The video
just surfaced. So now that the video just surfaced, it's like, oh, what? This is what happened? Because they told the mother that Ahmaud was robbing someone's home, and in the midst of him robbing someone's home, the homeowner shot him and he died. So the mother was thinking all this time that he might have committed a robbery, and he was shot in, within the robbery. And to come to find out, now we got the videotape, and the videotape was anonymously released.
Right.
So they just put it out there, and now they can tie it to what happened in February. So now it's like everybody's in an uproar because they thinking like, wait, y'all said it's just such these cops, and
so nobody knows now who released the tape. Was it it was a William Bryan. He was the William Bryan was the accomplice. Was he the one recording? You don't know.
Yes.
Okay. So he was charged as well.
Not yet, because he was actually on CNN. They interviewed him. I was watching it.
Oh.
So
I thought he was charged. No?
No, not yet. He's trying to get out of it. He hired an attorney.
Right.
So he was on the thing with him is when he got on CNN, it was like, why? Like, they wasted their time having him.
Right.
Governor Cuomo's brother has a show on CNN, but the brother...
Oh, I did see that today with Governor Cuomo. He was like, he went in. I seen that today.
Yes.
Him and the black girl, right? The black lady?
Which black lady?
I forgot her name, but it was him and her talking about the...
she was like, she's like a regular civil rights attorney. So I know who you're talking about. I saw that one too.
Yep. Omar was like, every time I see that video, it changes his mood to Martin Luther King and Malcolm X by any means necessary.
I feel him because I'm sorry. I don't.
And I just feel like that phone call should have been made. If he looked familiar, you should have called 911 and let police do their job.
But I just feel like, what do you think the outcome's going to be? Do you think they're going to be guilty or innocent? Do you think the father and son duo, do you think they're going to be found at the end of the day? What do you think?
If these guys are not found guilty, something is wrong. Something is definitely wrong with our system, but absolutely something wrong. Because y'all got evidence now on videotape. Y'all seen that he was not committing a crime. Like, they killed him. They cold-blooded killed him. So if they don't go to jail, it's gonna be.
I don't know. I just feel like it depends on, and it's a shame. Like, to me, I really think they're gonna be found innocent.
Really? I don't think so.
I don't think it's gonna be not guilty.
No, I don't think so. Why do you think that? First of all, they lied. They covered up the crime. And you see on tape that they killed this guy. He jogging, mind his business. They murdered him. Why wouldn't they be found guilty, E?
Do you see all the like?
I do, but I'm not.
That's what I'm saying. All of these cases that we got where they are blatantly beating motherfuckers, cops, random. Look at freaking Trayvon Martin and Zimmerman.
Yeah.
And then what makes it worse?
I just want to believe in the system.
Why did Trayvon Martin? And this is the thing that people don't understand, and that's why I say it all depends on their defense attorney.
Right. Because definitely.
His defense attorney is going to go in, okay? He's going to prove that, just like with the Zimmerman case.
Mm-hmm.
And the Trayvon, and see the difference between, not the differences, the similarities between Zimmerman and this father and son duo, right, is that they both have ties to the police department and they both have ties to the district attorney's office.
Exactly. So you think that's gonna make a difference too in the case?
What?
Yeah.
It made a difference. And then the thing about it with the Zimmerman case and in the father-son duo with the Arbery case.
Yeah.
They were both released in the beginning. They murdered these black men.
Right.
Straight up murdered them and they were let go. Okay, guys, like, let's go. Okay, we'll talk about it later. The cops is letting them go. They chilling. Zimmerman and these father-son duo, they chilling.
Right.
I feel like my heart is big because I feel like so like
enraged, right?
Enraged about this. Yeah. So now that so now they like chilling at their home, but it takes us as Blacks to get together and say, we need them arrested. Stop playing with us.
But today. That's why they're arrested now, because of us. They're in jail.
But it's only to me, and I could be wrong, it's only to appease us in the meantime, to keep us quiet.
Quiet. Yeah.
Listen, let's arrest us. Let's shut these niggas up. This is how I feel. Listen, I could be wrong. Let's shut them up. Like, listen, guys, and I feel like they be whispering in their ears, listen, this is just temporary. You're going to get fat. You're going to be let off, guys. Don't worry about this. We just got to appease them from not rioting and not not doing like what they think we're going to do.
Omar said they going to jail because it's in the state of Georgia and they don't want us black folk to, you know what I'm saying? I'm telling you.
Where's Omar commenting? I don't see his comments. What's Omar doing?
Omar saying that the state of Georgia ain't playing that. I just feel like this case, I'm praying that it'll be different. And because of us and because our voices, they're in jail right now. And I hope they have a fair case and they stay in jail for life.
I'm not trying to be like, I know they say like you should hope for the best, but I'm just saying I'm being a realist about this.
I'm for you.
Like what Omar's saying, I disagree with it all the way because people think Atlanta is the makeup of Georgia. Atlanta is a small piece of a big state. That big state of Georgia is all white. Not only are they all white, they were a Confederate state. They owned slaves and fought to keep slaves. When they abolished slavery, Georgia was fighting to keep slaves.
Yeah. So
Georgia is not made up of just Atlanta, where Atlanta's just like, okay, it's all black. That's great. It's a little New York, but Georgia is a big state where it's predominantly whites. It's all white. It's only like 20% blacks out in Georgia.
Yeah.
So I just do not think. I just know like that's why he wasn't arrested. Like, come on, like somebody.
I'm just praying that this story be different. I'm praying. That's the only thing we can do. I feel what you're saying, and you're 100% right. But I just feel like with us all sticking together, raising that money. How much is? What is the GoMe fund now for his defense team? And did you contribute?
First of all, you're getting the stories mixed up.
That's for okay, this is not him. That's for what's her name? Breonna Taylor. Okay, that was for Kenny.
Cause Ahmaud Arbery, he's getting free counsel, and they knocking down their door to get to represent. Okay. So he's good.
So he's good with the defense. Okay.
Yeah. So I don't know. I just hope for the best, like you said, but I just feel like they empowered these white men in Georgia. Because if you watch the story, like I have like a couple of clips, but a lot of people have walked in and out of that neighborhood, white, black, whoever. Because if there's a my next door, when I tell you the Mexicans moved in.
Yeah. I'm not doing this.
No, but what I'm saying is before they moved in, it was vacant, and it looked like you could see like the progression of it, but it made me look, as I'm walking my dogs, I'm like, I'm not gonna go in there, but a lot of people do, because it's amazing how it starts out as just rubble and dirt, and then you see it building.
Right? Yeah.
So if I'm jogging, I'm walking my dogs, you start getting amazed at, wow, like this was nothing. So you walk in there and nobody's in there. So a lot of people do that. So I just think because he was black, they it was just like the white people did it. Because I saw video of just white people walking in and out of there with no incident.
Right.
And it's like, as soon as a black young guy, dark skinned, like they automatically peg him as like, he's up to no good.
He just went in and looked for a few and left. What was the crime?
He's black and he's up to no good.
He's black. Well, we praying. Miss Jackson said God has the last say. Njcole said,
where are you reading this at? Because I don't see anything.
The crime. This is on our chat babies. We gotta
I don't see it. Well, I don't see. Oh, now I see. I don't know what's we.
Everybody in our chat room, we must pray. This mom, we must pray. Unlike Zimmerman case, these murders don't walk free, because every black is still experiencing emotional pain from the injustice. So we still gotta pray. We gotta be positive.
I'm being positive, but I'm just saying, I just feel like things have not changed, and they're already. I'm just saying it's going the same. I'm just gonna hope for. I don't want to put it out there in the universe.
We're gonna give it good energy, right? And we're gonna hope for the best. We're gonna pray that it works out. If they don't go to jail, it's gonna be it's gonna be crazy.
I hope so, but I just feel like there's so many people who's walking around here. Zimmerman is walking around here carefree.
Right. But mom said, stop thinking about Zimmerman, and we just gotta focus on this and pray that this.
But it's so many similarities, and I just feel like it's going in that direction. Like, this is the same thing. They didn't arrest him in the beginning. They arrested him months later, and they only arrested him because we saying so. And he got ties to the police department.
Yeah.
What more? He got ties to the police department and district attorneys, not just to the police department, and to the district attorney's office.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said,
that's all I'm gonna say on that story. We pray that everything works out. We're gonna follow the story. We'll talk about it, as the story progresses. Let's talk about Kenny Walker and Breonna Taylor, a young girl that got murdered March 13th by the police officers who were not in uniform, came to their door, and police, I guess they shot from outside. Police started shooting and killed her. I think they shot her 8 times, if I believe.
More than 8.
More than 8?
Well, they said 8, but the coroner's office, from what I've heard, like they said it was 8, but now it's like it's more than 8, they were saying.
Wow.
And they said her apartment looked like a war zone.
Wow.
8 bullets hit her, but they shot like mad bullets.
After they killed and murdered this girl, they still went in the house, tore the house up, didn't find no drugs, didn't find no guns except for Kenny's licensed gun. They didn't find anything. And come to find out that this was the wrong apartment that they were supposed to search. When I heard this story, my heart dropped. I couldn't believe it. And then on top of that, Kenny Walker is now being charged with attempted murder on a police officer. Does it get any worse?
And then they found out, I don't know if you read recently, they found out that the bullet that hit, because a bullet hit an officer.
Right.
And they thought it was the Kenny's gun that hit the officer, but come to find out it was from the officers.
One of the police.
Like shooting wildly, it was their bullet. They did the ballistic testing.
That's crazy.
But they're still, and I just feel like it's the same thing. Like I just feel like they're Black, and I just feel like Omar was saying, I just think like we got to start taking Malcolm X. I'm not all for violence, but I just feel like with the Jewish community, I just feel like a lot of times they get respect because it's just like with the social distancing and the pandemic, and how the Jewish community is out here having funerals with thousands of people, not social distancing.
Right.
The cops be there and they just like letting it happen. I saw one video where a Jewish like guy was confronting officers like, we ain't going nowhere. Like we having our funeral, leave us alone. The officer just like backed off, let it be. But had it been a Black person, I just feel like they just become aggressive. Like they want to they are empowered. And I just feel
now, do you feel the reason why is because some Black people are aggressive? Some Black people will give you the mouth. They will mouth off. Do you feel that in some instance it is our fault? It's not all the time the police fault. If you would talk to them in a respectful tone, they will give you a respectful tone back. I'm just trying to play you know what I'm saying? Do you feel like majority of the time we give them that,
I think it stems from police officers and the Black and Hispanic community and our relationship with one another. I feel like officers have swooped down on the Black communities. And because of the swoop down, us as Blacks is like, what the fuck? Like, I can't even, like, if you look at the statistics, because I looked at that, and it's just like, even with, like, I bring up the social distancing, because even with that, like, crime rate has dropped. But why is it that Blacks and Hispanics, like, wait, let me just share my screen real quick, just to show you how, look, this one right here. Do you see, like, 80% of summonses because of the coronavirus by cops was given out to Black and Hispanics.
Wow.
So we got the brunt of 80%. That is a huge number. Why us Blacks and Hispanics are getting the most summonses. Now, let me show you this that happened 3 weeks ago in the Village.
Okay.
Do you see?
Yeah.
Do you see a mask in sight?
I don't. Where are the police at?
Girl, they're police. Let me show you. The police are there, girl. Look.
Chatting and having good conversations.
Look, do you see this?
Wow.
He's handing them a mask.
Yeah.
NYPD. But this is the difference. And like you saying, that's why I'm relating this to like the whole like us reacting to the police. Yeah. It's because of why are we getting 80% of the summonses? Yeah. Why are we? So now it's putting me on edge. Because it's like, the fuck, why you in our community and then you aggressive with us? Right. Like why? Like stop. Like so now the cops is on edge because now it's like I'm frustrated
because they don't know if you gon' I get what you're saying. I just
feel like we already like they swooping down on us while as they're gonna let like a white person go. Yeah. Like, and they could be doing the same thing, mouthing off doing the same thing, but because we're Black, it's like we don't get those same privileges to mouth off. Yeah. And I just think I don't know. I just feel like, but like you said, I just feel like we have to, because we're Black, and it's a shame, we do gotta submit and be submissive to these cops. Mm-hmm. Like we don't have the opportunity. We can't afford to lose our lives and back talk them. We gotta be like,
I just think to diffuse the situation with the cops, just be respectful and do what they tell you to do. You know, some people, especially the young Black kids, they'll mouth off. And then you wondering why the police is, I don't know. I mean, it goes both ways. It goes both ways. I know some police officers can be, you know, heads, but I think it goes both ways. We just.
What do you think the solution could? What do you think the solution
for police to get? I think they should get a. You know, I think they need training on how to conduct themselves around Black folk. I don't know, like, and then we should be able to not be scared when we're around them, or you know, like Njcole said, she was like, know our rights. You know, I don't know. I just feel like we need to conduct ourselves a little better with police officers so that we can diffuse, and them as well. Don't always signal out the Black people. Oh, you know, and then everybody else is good, because then we're gonna feel on defense, like you said. So I think we both can do better.
Yeah, and that's what I think. And at the end of the day, as cops and as minorities, we're all in the same boat. Like, we're all like, the cops are not, you know, they're doing their job and we trying to live our lives, but let's just try to help one another, because at the end of the day, they put out there, they got to do their jobs, and I understand that. But it's like
work together. Like Omar said, because of the fear of Black and brown people, the cops are more aggressive with us. And that's true. They more aggressive with us because they know we about to pop a what? Put my mask on. No, I'm getting ready to eat a sandwich. Like, you know, like, you don't see me drinking my soda, but it's the way you say it, sir. You know, I know I'm supposed to have my mask on, but I'm getting ready, you know, eat my sandwich. Is it okay? It's the way you, I don't know. I don't know. That's just me. It's the way you say things.
I think that too, but I think, like, getting back to the Breonna story.
Yeah.
I just think that a lot of times, and it goes, that's why I brought up the social distancing. I feel like the reason why a lot of these things happen to us is I feel like we got to fight against this. Like, I feel like whether it's the Martin Luther King, Malcolm X way, I just feel like we can't be acceptable. Like, even if these cops are let off. And even with the brothers, with the Ahmaud story, like, we can't just, if they found innocent, we can't be just let it slide. Like, we got to take it to the streets. We got to do something.
That's what I'm saying. This one right here is too much evidence. Like, I believe that they gonna turn this place upside down if those police do not go to jail. It's gonna be Malcolm X. And Martin.
I feel like there's a lot of other situations where we didn't take action. I hate to be like a Debbie Downer.
I think this is different. I don't know.
What?
I think this is different. I don't know. I just feel like it's gonna be different. We'll see. Time will tell. We will follow the story. And when do they go with in April, right? They go to.
I don't think there's a trial date set. I think the trial date is gonna be set for like. You mean for the boyfriend who shot?
I'm sorry, not April, June. I thought it was June. No.
For the boyfriend who shot back at the cops and now he's being charged with attempted murder.
Right.
I don't know if they set a trial date yet for that case. I don't know, but I know
he's going to court in June.
He is.
Yeah. Those two, I don't know. I'm so intrigued with these two stories.
Because I just hope that, first of all, he needs to be the boyfriend, because he shot back. Imagine being home in the middle of the night and somebody's coming through, ramming through your door.
You shooting?
I am shooting. I'm telling you.
911.
No, it's not. It's no time to call 911 if somebody's coming through my door.
And you got
right now
to carry. You got a license to carry. Are you calling the cops on the phone, or you getting up under your bed getting a shotgun?
I'm killing. I'm telling you right now. And I mean this for real. Like today, like if somebody came into my house.
But I'll be like,
nah, I'm letting off. I'm telling you right now. How dare somebody come up in my sanctum, right, and come in and bursting into my door? I'm automatically gonna think my life is in danger.
Njcole says she busting shots, honey.
I'm telling you right now.
Imagine hearing somebody in the middle of the night, creeping at the door, like, you like 3, 4 in the morning? Like, what do you do? I'm licensed to carry. I'm going to,
I'm busting off shots. And let me tell you something right now. In Jersey, as a homeowner, you can have a gun. And I'm telling you, I mean, I'm not playing no games. I'm just telling you right now,
you think first. Listen, all of these incidents with everything that's going on, and they don't get charged, you wouldn't think, like, if I shoot somebody, I may go to jail. Like, you wouldn't think about that.
I think in the moment, you're not thinking about that, because automatically you thinking somebody's coming into your house
to kill me or get me. So I'm gonna get you first.
Yeah, I don't got time to think about the cops. The reason why I'm a licensed carrier is for situations like this.
Right.
If that's the case,
why didn't he call 911? He did call 911. They say he did call 911.
And I don't know how. I give it to him. He did every necessary step
that he needed to do
to avoid this situation. Because I'm sure not just me, most people would not have called the cops. Because I don't got time for that. I got time. I'm protecting me and my lady. And I'm letting off. I'm letting it fly. Okay? There's no way I'm calling cops.
And whoever get it is getting it. Because you shouldn't be, right? If you around, you're getting it.
I'm thinking my life is in danger. So I'm not going to think about calling the cops. Like, I can see if I wasn't going to die or something. But you automatically thinking death. I want to see my family. I want to see, I want to live. So you're not thinking about, calling the cops. Like, nobody's thinking about, your first instinct is to get what I got to prevent this.
Right.
So I just think he was all the way right. And they were saying that the cops did not announce themselves. And if they didn't announce themselves, not only did they not announce themselves, they got the wrong house. Then they lied about
custody, that they were looking for. They were in custody already.
Crazy. That's what I'm saying. The cops messed up so bad.
Now, my question is, I don't know this. Are these police officers locked up? Are they on leave with no pay? Like, what are they doing now? Are they still working?
What?
I didn't read that. Are they still working now?
Let me tell you something. I don't even want to talk about just this story in general. Every cop story, they never get fired firsthand. What happens is they put them, I don't care what state it is, in the US of A, the cop is automatically put on modified duty. They are not, and they still getting paid. They still getting the same pay. It's just embarrassing because you know what, they pushing paper.
Yeah.
They looking crazy. Like, you don't want to be a cop who was like on the beat, like arresting people. You like, no uniform. And now they put you in uniform and now you like, and next to the teacher, like a teacher's like in the corner, like you're embarrassed. They put you on Front Street. But at the end of the day, you still getting your benefits. You still got your pension. And then if you're found guilty, sometimes these like investigations, the internal investigations take like years.
Yeah.
But within those years, if they fire you, you're getting paid in the meantime.
Right.
So they are now, a lot of times, I just don't think that they're fired. Like, they might be fired along the way if they start lying and stuff like that. Mm-hmm.
Well, but a lot of times, because they don't want the whole, some of them quit.
They don't.
I seen a lot of cops like, I ain't doing this. Like, I'm not going to be doing no desk jobs. They quit.
No. I think the only time they quit, because why would you lose your pension? I would never quit. Like, even these cops that was found, like the one in Staten Island, because I'm from Staten Island, and the chokehold incident, I forgot his name.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
That cop, like, it was so much evidence against him. They never quit. I think the only time that they go to another city job, because I know a couple of instances where they do go to another city job, but they allow them to leave, like, without being fired. They still get to keep their benefits and transfer it and go to another city job. When you know it's like 100% you're about to be found guilty, and I think they whisper in your ear, like, listen, girl, you need to, like, resign, because we're going to fire you, but we're going to give you the opportunity to resign before we fire you.
Gotcha.
So I think a lot of times they still are afforded the opportunity to move on with their life and move on with their benefits that they accumulated so far. But a lot of times I just think the majority of the cases, like, as a cop, I just think you just get on modified duty for a couple of years. A lot of times they found not guilty. To me, I mean, that's my perspective. I could be wrong. Anybody else who knows, like, could speak up about it. But I just think a lot of times they're found, like, even within their internal investigation, I just think that they're found not guilty.
Well, we're gonna follow up on both these stories. I'm intrigued, and I'm going to be one of the person rooting. And I did donate to the defense for Kenny Walker because I want him to beat this.
And do you see what his GoFundMe is up to by now?
It's crazy. The last time I seen it with you said it went up more, right?
It like doubled. Like when we first put it up on our page, it was like 60,000. Now it's like 150,000.
That's what's up.
So we got people, we coming together, and I just hope that as Blacks, like I just want us. I think that's a solution to all of this.
Yeah.
I just feel like with the
us coming together
and stay together.
Yeah.
Like let's stop like focusing on other things, and like I compare it to the Jewish community, and I just feel like they don't like. They just get respect from the police department because they have a lot of influence as far as their money, and they know like if you mess up with the Jewish community, they taking away their funds, their contributions to society. You know, Jews own a lot of stuff.
Exactly.
And I just think with Blacks, we need to come together. And when stuff like this happens, if these cops are found not guilty or whatever the case, we need to put our minds together, our funds together, and take away.
Yes.
And
make
let these
happen.
people know they can, like, they're going to be affected if we start coming together as a unit, like the Jewish community.
I agree. So let's do it. If we all be collective together, we can make change for real. I mean, I believe that. One of these stories, I want to hear success. I know probably both of them we gonna be like, but we gonna be following these stories. Talk a little bit every Sunday on it. I want to talk a little bit about The Last Dance with Michael Jordan.
Yes.
I'm super, super intrigued. I've been watching the episodes that I've missed. Anybody in the live chat been watching The Last Dance? Episode 7 is, I didn't even know that his dad was murdered.
I knew what?
I didn't know that.
That was a big story back in the day.
And then when I was like, maybe I did, but forgot about it. Because the story sounds familiar when You know what
it is? To me, it makes me think about Bill Cosby's son, because the same thing happened to Bill Cosby's son. Yeah. So I get those stories intertwined. So, but I knew both of them was terrible. They both got like carjacked.
Right. So the episode 7 was basically talking about his dad, his mom, and his dad had got murdered. I think there were two young guys, 18 years of age. Michael Jordan dad pulled over on the road. He wanted to rest. I guess he was coming from far, and he took a nap, and somebody carjacked him and murdered him. And I didn't know that. And I didn't know he left the Chicago Bulls because of that. Because, he said he needed time off. He was just going through, the tragic of losing his dad. And then he started playing baseball. I do remember that.
Yeah.
That he was like, what made him play baseball? I never knew what made him leave basketball to start playing baseball, because he said that his dad always wanted him to play baseball as a young kid. And so now I understand. But what did you get from episode 7 and 8?
Episode 7 with Jordan, his father dying, which was so tragic. And you could see the tears, because Jordan's eyes is like he smoked weed.
Why his eyes are so yellowish and white?
What? He needs to get that checked. Like he might be like jaundice or some shit.
Even when he was younger, his eyes was like that watery type of, I don't know. Like he always yellow.
So I can't tell if he was crying, but you could tell the pain.
He was crying when he was talking about his dad, definitely. He teared up,
Yeah, because his father was always at his championships, was always rooting for him at all his games. Like his father, like even in the pictures that you see when his father was alive, his father was always by his side.
They were very close. Yeah.
And I just feel like it was definitely like it impacted him when his father passed away.
Yeah.
I think the pressure and just like his father wanted him to play baseball from when he was young.
Yeah.
Like, I think that was the first sport that he got into.
It was
baseball.
With baseball.
So I just think with that, like, but it just goes to show you, because if you saw the part when he transferred to playing baseball, he didn't start out as the champion that he was on the Bulls. Did you see that part?
He worked his ass off. Yeah. He had to work hard.
And it still wasn't as easy for him. Like, it's crazy how it's like, you can still be like a winner in one thing, but the one thing it takes is that hard work, the discipline. And that's what I got from it. It's like, he thought, I mean, he did eventually start becoming better at baseball and hitting the curveballs and stuff like that, because he was having an issue with it. But he mastered it. And I just think within all of that, he was like, a lot of times when we hurt, we gotta go through that process. Like, if I'm hurting, if there's a death in my family, allow me to go through the process, whether it's playing baseball, even though I'm a champion, let him do what he got to do, and hopefully he'll come back. Right. And we can come back together, and let's win this championship with the Bulls.
I think that was his healing process. He, his dad always wanted him to play that sport. And it was kind of like a sense of, I want to show my father that, I did it. Even though I wasn't the best at it, but I did it, and I was persistent. And he practiced every day. They said even after games, he would practice. Even after the mandatory practice, he would practice after that. So I just seen his persistence, and just to keep going. Don't stop until you get it done. And I think his dad was very proud of him still. But I think his healing process was in that game of baseball, that sport, to show his dad, like, listen, Dad, I did it. The game you always wanted me to play, the game I grew up when I was a little boy, you always pushed me to do baseball. And I did it. And I stayed on it. I was persistent. You know what I'm saying? Until he went back to, basketball. So that's what I got from that episode, is that, you got to keep to it. You say you're going to do something, follow through. You say you're going to do something happen, stick to it. Keep moving until it happens. You know what I'm saying?
So what do you think? Okay.
What's that?
What do you think? Because me and my cousin and my friend was arguing about this story. So did you see the part with Pippen when Jordan was playing on the White Sox?
Okay.
Now Pippen is now the star of the Chicago Bulls.
Right, I seen that.
Pippen got on my last nerve. I think he's a jerk off. Okay. Okay, so wait,
Why you say he a jerk off?
Let me set up the scenario so in case the watchers that didn't watch.
Okay.
So Pippen, now he's the star of the Chicago Bulls, now that Jordan went to the White Sox. Right. So now Robin becomes the Batman. So remember at the now they was able to what was it? They wanted to get into the finals. Right. So Pippen is used to, like, now he's the star of the team. He's very like cool. Everybody loves Pippen. Yeah. So now they add a game, and this game is a make or break the Bulls. Mm-hmm. So now at the end, now literally they playing against the Knicks. Right. It's like 102 against like 98 to like, they got like say 90, like 100 against 102 or whatever it is. I forgot what points it is. But anyway, they playing each other. Now it becomes tied. Ewing hits the shot, and now the game becomes tied. It's 2 minutes left in the game.
And Pippen walks off.
You saw that part. So now the coach comes up. They all huddle together. The coach comes up to the players, and he says, like, listen, Kukuk, or whatever his name is, Kukuk, he's, Yugoslavian, whatever he is. Kukuk is going to hit that last shot because he's known to hit to the last minute shots to win the game. Right. So now he says, okay, instead of Pippen, the star, the Batman, the Jordan replacement, is now the showman of the team. But now it's like, okay, we're not going to use you, Pippen. I'm going to transfer that to Kukuk, who can always hit the last minute shot. There's 2 seconds in the game. So now he says to them, okay, we're going to get Kukuk. So now Pippen is feeling the waves. Yeah. So my friends are telling me, I'm like, yo, Pippen is a F. So Pippen says to the coach, I'm out. I'm not going in the game. If I can't take the last shot, it's 2 seconds left in the game. And if I can't take the last shot, I'm not coming in the game. I'm sitting out of this game, coach. Who does that? So now I'm saying to myself, he's a jerk off. So my friends is telling me, no, you got to understand, Pippen's now the Jordan of the team, and they should respect him and let him go in the 2 seconds of the game. And I'm like, no, I don't care whoever gets that ball. I'm gonna come in and make sure that we win this together, and especially not at the last second of the game. Right. Now, what do you think? What would you do if that was you? If you were Pippen?
First, for me, I would say that I'm a team player, right? And if my coach is telling me somebody that's leading me,
what you mean leading? No, he wasn't leading.
Like my coach, because it's the coach.
Yes.
Who's leading me the whole season, coaching me. If they say, "Listen, Eb, we know you the lead, player, but I want E to take this shot." I would kind of question, like, all right, I'm the lead. Well, I got it. Trust me. But then I'm like, well, damn, my coach must know something different than me. I'm gonna go with it because at the end of the day, we're a team and we're winning as a team, not as Ebony or not as Elisa. We're winning as a team. So if my coach was like, Eb, listen, trust me, we got this. I'm gonna be like, all right, I'm with it because I'm gonna be the team player. That's me.
I'm saying the same
what would
thing.
You do? You would have left? You would have left?
Absolutely not. I would have played. My ego would have been hurt, but I just feel like sometimes you gotta suppress your ego in order to
trust the process.
Yes, and I just feel like the coach is doing his job,
right? And
he knows at the 11th hour when it's 2 seconds left on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Trust me,
trust me.
And I like what the coach did though. Did you see the coach?
Yeah.
Just like when Pippen was like, I'm out. The coach was like, okay, team, F him. Let's go. Let's do this. Like I love, because I would have been the same way. Like F him, let's not even focus on him. It's 2 seconds.
Right. We about to win this thing. We don't got time to be worrying about.
We don't got time for this. We don't
worry about this crybaby nigga. You crying nigga. No crybabies on the team.
But as my brother would say, he's like, it's us women because we agreeing. He's gonna say, my cousin is like, you gotta think about. I'm hearing him in my ear, like. You got to think about, because this is what my friends are. He hung up on me because all I was saying, the part that irritated me?
What?
So remember when, what guy was that? Wait, I haven't written down his name. Bill Cartwright.
Okay.
Bill Cartwright goes after they won the game and the guy did shoot the shot and the Bulls won.
Right.
But the sour part of their winning was because Pippen failed and quitted on them at the last minute.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So now they're behind the scenes and they're in a locker room. So Bill Cartwright starts crying his eyes out.
I seen that.
Crying, saying, "How could you have let us down like that? How could you quit on us?"
I don't even know why he said that.
Who?
The guy. Why would he? For me, why did he go back and start crying and say, "Pippen let them down"?
What? That's like basically like that's just like say me and you you to start a team. No, you to start a team. I take the shot. Yeah, we win the game, but the sour point is Ebony quit on us.
Right.
We going back, we cheering, but the sour point of it is why would Ebony do that? Like why? So now
he's fine with him announcing it.
Huh?
You was fine for him announcing that, crying and announcing it.
If we a team, we've been through so much together, and say me and you are on a team together with the Bulls.
Yeah. And
it's like you quit on us and we going backstage, but we can't even be happy 100% because you quit on me. So now I got to express. He was the only one that stood up and expressed it. And I can see that being me. Like, girl, Ebony, why would you quit on us?
I would have wanted to enjoy the moment because y'all worked hard too. Y'all worked hard all season. I don't have time right now. I get it. Eventually, I would have thought about that. Like, damn, E, why you quit on us? Eventually, but the other team worked their ass off too. I ain't gonna be, I don't got time to be crying because you left. No, we gonna celebrate. We bust our ass. No, I'm gonna celebrate. And then at night, I'll be like, damn, I'll call you, nigga. Why you quit?
No, but
in the moment, I'm going to celebrate all the time that I've been at practice, working long hours. I'm gonna celebrate. I'm gonna celebrate. I'll call you later to see why you left. Like, nigga, you tripping.
No, that weighed, they all, if you listen to all of those players, it weighed on all. They was basically like, not just Bill Cartwright who cried, but the other players all felt the way, and they all said that was the sour point of the winning.
Yeah,
they all felt a ways, but Bill Cartwright, but sometimes you can't control your emotions. Like, he was basically like, and I'm glad he did speak up, because it's like, now Pippen started crying, basically like, he knew he was wrong. Like, why would you, like, no matter what.
He said he wouldn't have changed it. In his interview,
that's he said, the part I didn't like.
He said, yep, he's like, I wouldn't have changed it.
And he said that he was like, yeah, I was wrong, but I wouldn't change a thing. And just me
looking at what I'm saying, E, I get that they were all back there and, sour faces. But my thing is, we worked all season. We bust our ass. We practiced. Like, let us enjoy our win.
No, I'm sorry. I'm not. I'm enjoy it maybe 70%. And Omar said, Breck, you right. I'm just saying I would enjoy 70%, but it would always be that sour point. And not only would it be that sour point, I feel like as a team, you're a literally a team. When they say me and you like a team, we on our podcast, but this is literally a team.
Yeah.
And I feel like as a team, we got to come together. And I feel like at that point, Bill Cartwright was right. He spoke up and he was like, and I can see myself not being able to control my emotions if I'm so
you would have been hurt.
Like, that is so hurtful. Like, you could have risked this whole entire finals because you was a spoiled brat. And I feel like with Pippen,
because he thought about himself. He was thinking about himself.
Yeah, and I would not be able to enjoy it. And I could see Bill Cartwright or me overcome with emotion, where it's like, I want to celebrate, but as a team, we need to check. Like, say if it was you, we need to check Ebony as a team, because we together 24 hours a day. We working out.
If I celebrate my win, because I work too hard.
Who are you to celebrate with us and you failed on us and you quit?
No, I wouldn't. Y'all could have escorted me out, like, No,
but we a team.
Nah, you left. We not no team. You left us.
No, but we still gotta play together after this. You need to be checked, and all of us as a unit need. And that's why I say it's better as a union. I'm not gonna call you on the phone afterwards. Like, we're a team playing together 24 hours a day. I'm not gonna call you afterwards.
I think it was selfish of him for leaving, and I think it was selfish now that the whole team has to feel that way. You just won the championship.
And like Omar said, he said, nah, Pippen was supposed to be the team captain. If you're the captain, you have to be an example.
Absolutely.
You cannot.
I agree. But I'm just mad that he messed up their whole celebration. Like, that was their time to enjoy, rejoice. You know what I'm saying? So,
and for him to say, I wouldn't change a thing today.
That's what he said. Because I thought he was going to be like, yo, I'm so sorry. I should have never did that. He was like, I wouldn't have changed. I was like, oh.
You a jerk. That's what I was thinking. You a jerk.
But so yeah, I'm gonna finish. I seen a little bit of episode 8. I gotta finish watching.
Well, tonight,
9 come on, right?
Tonight, 9 and 10 is coming on.
Danny said Ab is getting big mad. Yes, Danny, come on. I want to celebrate. You messing up because you want to walk up crying like a baby. I want to celebrate.
I know, but I'm saying you want to celebrate, but as your teammate, I'm not. Like, I'm hurt. I would be so devastated.
And not. Get over it. Be devastated the next day. Let's celebrate tonight. We just won the championship.
Girl, no. If we have a big project, not just on the Bulls, like say if it was me and you and it's a team of us, like 20, 30 of us, and we on a team, and you just quit at the last minute because you didn't get your way. Like, it would hurt. It would hurt me.
I mean, it would. Don't get me wrong. It would bother me. I'm not saying it wouldn't. I would feel some type of way, but I feel for the whole team just won. Y'all worked so hard the whole season. It's our time to celebrate. All right, he left. We're going to get to him. We'll have a conversation with him. But why mess it up for the whole team? You get what I'm saying? I feel what you're saying, though. It would bother me, too.
As a team, no, we need to check this right here, right now. We all feeling down about it. Let's check this now and then go on the celebration. And I'm sure it made it better because now it's no big elephant in the room.
I feel you. I feel
so
you.
Now let's check this now. Get over it. You cry, I cry. We gonna cry together, and then we gonna get over this and celebrate.
Cry together.
Exactly. And there's no big elephant, no pink elephant in the room.
So what episode 9 comes on tonight, right?
9 and 10.
9 and 10. So I'll be watching. Super motivational to me, especially Jordan, how he's a beast.
And did you see the part where he cried and he was basically like, because they were saying that Jordan is like a hard captain. Like he was always going in on them. Like you are.
He said sometimes he was a dickhead. Like they would be like, yo, chill. He said the coach had to be like, all right, Phil, I might calm, you ODing. But he said he only was hard on them because he wanted them to win.
And he was even crying about, like, did you see when he started crying?
Who, Jordan?
Yes.
No.
He started crying and he was like, stop the tape. Like he was like, just cut right now.
At the end of 7?
No, it was at the end of 8.
Oh yeah, I didn't see the end of 8.
And he started crying and he was just like, all I want to do. He was like, all I want to do. He was like, I'm a winner. And if you're not going to be a winner with me, I can't work with you. And he was like, I just need, and then he started tearing up and he was like, and I get that. Like, I think in his heart and soul, and I be feeling the same way sometimes. I say, and that goes back to me and you doing this podcast.
Yeah.
It's like, in your mind, it's like, you got your idea. And it's like, come with me, like, help me. Like, let's come together and don't fail me. So I think with Jordan, he was like crying and he was like, I got a winner's mentality. And if you can't help me with my winning mentality, I don't want nothing to do with you. And he started crying because it's like, it means so much to him to be a winner.
Yeah. Ain't that deep though?
It's deep.
I think I have that in me though. A little bit. Right?
You too. Yeah.
Like if you're not on the winning team or you don't want to win, then you can't really be in my circle because we don't mesh. There's no connection because I just feel like your friends around you should be pushing you, should be your supporters. You know what I'm saying? I want to see you win. And if you're not in that mind frame, you can't be around me because your energy, I'll feel it.
And that's exactly what Jordan was saying. And I feel the same way. It's like, you need that motivation. You need that energy. And Jordan did that for a lot of his teammates. He was even saying himself, and some of the teammates said, like, he pulled the best out of them because he was the best. So it's like, I be feeling that way too. And that's why I'm like, it's like, I know we could do it. I see it. I envision it. And I'm trying to be here, but let's come together as a team and let's all be winners. And it's like, you're better as a unit. And I think that was his whole like setup. Yeah. And I think for us to wrap it up, that goes to our podcast as a unit. It's like with us as a unit, our podcast, Blacks in general, with social distancing, with the Arbery case, like, I just think as a unit, we so much better and we can fight as a unit. Let's get that joy. Huh?
That's the final thought. As a unit, we are so much better. We could do so much better as a unit. Stop thinking of dividing or he, no. As a unit together, we can accomplish so many things. But you got to have the right mind frame. You know, you get what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. And I think that goes back to the Chicago Bulls mindset. Like they all like felt like Jordan was a jerk off sometimes. Yeah. But I just think at the end of the day, it's like and I remember having a boss like that. Like it was just like, she's such a B, but it's like, I know at the end of the day, she sees the potential in me to bring out and she wants to bring it out. Right. So let me try to bring this out. And she did. She brought it out. And that's how me and you came together. Because you know what? She kept hammering me. Like, I know you could do this. I know you could do this. And then it was like, I did it. And then I was able to move on to a higher position because of her instilling in me. Like, listen, focus, do what you got to do. And she was like, everybody hated her.
And you thought she was stressing you out. You thought she was getting on your nerve. But she was really making you into that person she knew you could be. That's just like a mother when we're young, right? And our mothers get on our nerves. You need to do this. Or when we had our summer jobs, you give me $100 every time you get. I'm like, Mom, what? But now as adults, we understand it. Like, yeah, mommy was was training us or building us up so that we can be these independent women. You know what I'm saying? We knew how to pay bills on time. Credit is over 700 because our moms instilled that in us. And so I think it's dope when people are hard on you. I want that. I want my friends to give me hard love so that push me into my greatness. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. The Jordan
praise me. I want you to give me hard, like if you ain't right, you're bugging. So that I can get the picture and be great.
Exactly. And I just think that's the Jordan mentality and something we can take into like,
absolutely. I agree.
Apply it to life.
Absolutely. That was my final thought.
That was my final thought. What you talking about?
We're a team. You play too much. I thought we was a team.
No, because you said my. You didn't say our.
Our final thought. Thank you guys, everybody in our chat room. You guys rock. We're going to give them a name. If you guys...
Oh, wait. Danielle came up with a name.
Oh, what Danielle said?
Opinion Nights.
Ah, Danny. That's good. That's a good one.
I love it.
Everybody, so I'm going to put that down for Danny, girl. I like that. But anybody else in our chat, if you got a name for you guys, we're going to be mentioning you guys by your new name, the live chat. We call y'all the live chat room. Y'all be live popping. Oh, Mika, Mom, Danny, girl, everybody that be on. We appreciate you guys. Please like the video. Some of y'all in the chat room, y'all don't be going to like it. I'll be like, where's the likes? There's
exactly.
25, 60 of y'all. Nah. Like the video, leave a little comment. You got to scroll all the way down to the bottom of the video to leave a comment, guys. We thank you so much for joining in, taking time out of you guys' busy Sunday. Me and E heart you guys so much. Next Sunday, the same time, 5 p.m.
Same place.
We might have some special goodies on next Sunday, so tune in. And we thank you guys. We love you.
Yes, guys, we love you. Tune in next time.
Peace.